Well, hello and welcome back to the Shallow Proclamation. My name's Thomas and I'm joined by
Paul, hello.
Paul. Good to see you, buddy.
And you?
Thank you. We have a bit of a special Doctor Who story today because this one wasn't available on BritBox. We had to source a DVD, is that right?
So I picked up the DVD because they're all quite cheap to pick up these days anyway. It's a six-parter, but it's got 2 episodes missing, which are animated. It was broadcast the 8th of August to the 12th of September 1964, written by Dennis Spooner, directed by Henrik Hirsch.
Amazing. Well, should we get straight into it?
I don't know if I can put subtitles on this version, though. But we didn't have subtitles on the other one, did we? So
that's true.
On the other recon. And this isn't really recon, there's more going on, so...
Yeah. Ooh, trees.
I think this is one of the first stories to actually feature... Well, I know it is the first story in the series to feature any on-location shooting.
Oh, really?
Maybe people can let us know in the comments. A lot of this in the studio is filmed on video, but when they would go on location, it would be shot on film. And so it would have a slightly different look to it. Now, I don't really know all the details. You might know more about it than I do, because you are a bit more of a film aficionado. So I don't really know what it is that makes that particularly different. I don't know if it's like the frames per second type thing that you get. I mean, I know they were... I think most stuff was shot on 16mm video, but then maybe film was like a 35mm film or something. I don't know. So I don't know.
No, that's really fascinating, actually.
Ian, you're hurting him.
No, I'm not.
What?
This is England, isn't it? England? No, France.
France?
He doesn't sound very French, does he?
Yeah. It's like, have you seen the Les Mis movie?
Yes.
Yeah, the Parisian kids in that all speak with London accents. Oi, let's build a barricade.
Is there a way to turn on subtitles on VLC, do you think?
Those 3 horizontal lines is what happens if you click them.
Oh, why are you so afraid?
Don't do that. Just takes me there.
What, is there a file button? Oh, subtitle track. Hello. Let's see if...
It's not saying anything now. That's the...
We don't know if it's going to work or not.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ooh.
I've never been so nervous in my life. What was that? What was that? A hand? That boy has just been yoinked around by the head this entire episode. Say something. Hey!
There we go!
Hey. Can you see that fly buzzing around me?
No, well, you're
Wait,
just very tiny in the small side of my screen at the moment, so...
Oh, right. So it's unlikely that you'll see
No.
an incredibly small organism next to me.
Unless it's massive.
It's pretty sizable. They are just rummaging through someone's stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
Reign of terror.
Oh, I was going to say episode title, but it's not, is it? It's just the serial title.
Serial title. Now, this is interesting. I think you teed me up for this a while back because Susan mentioned the French Revolution in the first serial.
Yeah, I think she's reading a book, isn't she? And she goes, that's not how it happened. Which suggests she'd already been there.
Yeah. The French Revolution is Susan's favourite moment in history to revisit.
Well, that's some nice outfit there for Barbara.
Yeah. Oh, what do they call
Ian.
those? Yeah, Ian's got that kind of
like a
coiffured...
ruff. Is it? Oh no, the ruff is round the neck, isn't it? It's like more like cravatty. Like.
TARDIS Translation Matrix is doing a lot of work here.
Yeah, translate things in your head. What, even French? Do you know which episode's that? Do you know?
It's not a Christopher Eccleston one, is it?
No, it's Tennant.
Oh, is it Pompeii?
No, it's Girl in the Fireplace. It's because Mickey says, like, how come, if they're speaking French, like, how come I can understand, you know?
Oh, yeah. I was listening to the music from that the other day. Absolute tune.
Yeah. Murray Gold. A lot of absolute bangers.
Yeah.
Great motifs and kind of recurring themes.
No, you know what I'm thinking of in the Pompeii episode? Donna says some Latin words.
Oh yeah, and the guy thinks she's Welsh or something. Yeah. Celtic or like.
It was actually quite a neat trick that the show came up with to explain why all these foreigners and aliens are speaking in English. Like,
yeah,
it's a genius idea.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to come up with something, I guess.
Yeah, although interestingly, it doesn't translate the Jadoon. And I guess the theory is that they're like have a protected language or something.
Yeah, never thought about that.
As the Shadow Proclamation.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Beatles. Da, 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 da,
yeah.
Da, da, da. Love.
Question is this pre the song?
That's a good point, actually. Let's have a look. 67 was when All You Need Is Love.
So clearly they've watched the Reign of Terror. They thought we'll have that. Although I think it's probably based more on the traditional French. Isn't the national anthem a bit like that?
Well, yeah. So yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, the Beatles used the first few bars of the French national anthem, La Marseillaise.
Yeah. It says that actually here that Stanley Myers, who wrote the 28 minutes of music for this,
yeah,
like I say, used the French national anthem, La Marseillaise.
Oh, okay. You pronounced it correctly.
Well, I don't know. Oh, I've got some lights flickering here.
That was written in 1792.
I'm enjoying this so far. I've found it an enjoyable little kind of story.
Yeah, I feel really rejuvenated and captivated by this because we had a bit of a troubled time watching the last episode of the Censorites, didn't we?
Well, the last 3 episodes of the Censorites were pretty hard work, let alone the last one. Like,
don't know if I've mentioned this, but I love the sets.
Yeah, I don't feel we've commented on the sets enough generally. Got an eye. He's like a pirate. That one. He's got an eye patch.
Yeah.
Look, this is great. Really there's like a well. There's a well in the middle here. Like, this is just a set. You know, this is great.
Yeah. Isn't it interesting how fire? I don't know if it was something to do with the way it was filmed, but it has this kind of black rim around it.
Yeah, I noticed that at the beginning on the candlesticks. Like, it does affect the film. Interestingly, on some of the old ones, I don't know if we'll see it. I don't know when we'll first see it, but you see sometimes people in classic Doctor Who firing guns, right, and it affects the screen.
Does it?
Yeah, it does something to the video. Like, it lines it. It gets lines through it and kind of judders slightly.
Yeah.
They might have cleaned a lot of it up with technology these days, but it was certainly there on VHSs and stuff.
Wow, that is a cliffhanger, isn't it?
It's certainly ramping it up, drawing the tension out, aren't they?
Are we going to see the house collapse?
I mean, we've already seen the roof fall in. That's pretty impressive. I mean, this must be a little model, you know.
Guests of Madame Guillotine.
Madame Guillotine. There we go.
Oh, look, the fire's still going under the credits. That's awesome.
That is quite nice. Is that the first time we've seen that?
I don't know if the visuals have ever continued this long, like,
there's been some awkward holds, haven't there?
Yeah.
That's for
sure. Look at that. It's only just fading out.
Only just gone there. Yeah.
Wow.
Great. Let me stop that share.
Would anyone like to please comment, what is your favourite Doctor Who credits sequence?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be time for those, aren't there? Because there's plenty of versions of the credit sequence.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you, but I mean, that whizzed by for me. Like, I think if it was particularly coming after the Censorites, that felt like fresh and quick, well paced. Yeah, just the setting. I mean. It's just the whole setting, not the sets per se, Thomas. But the setting of the French Revolution, the kind of, the French soldiers, that kind of, they look great. I like Ian and Barbara, and I've seen The Fly now. I just saw it go by.
Did you see that?
I can see it now. Ian and Barbara and Susan in the kind of dress of the day. That looks great as well. So, yeah, I mean, if I had to pick a favourite part, I'd probably go for... I don't know. I think the cliffhanger was good. They really kind of ramped that up with the fire, and that must have been a model shot then of those buildings at the end. But it worked. It looked. I think because I guess it was dark anyway. It certainly felt to me like it works as a shot. I didn't feel like I was looking at it going, this looks really bad, really fake or anything. So yeah, very pleased with it. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't really have any. Yeah, I yeah, very positive, I think.
Yeah. All right then.
Well, thanks for watching, people of the YouTube, and we will be back. Goodness sake, sorry, that really that is
making
really
itself known,
distracting
isn't
me. We will be back to react to part 2 of this fascinating serial. Goodbye.
Take care. Bye bye.